Hello, it is much later. We ran our errands. I worked on some things that I need to get done, just finished dinner, and now we are trying one of the pumpkin beers that I picked up at Total Wine. So this one is Wicked for Brains Pumpkin Ale, and it's from Nebraska Brewing Company. A very festive little beer. And then of course, in all holiday traditions, we've got one of our Pillsbury dough cookies. What was I saying? Oh yes, so the book that I'm reading, A Dark and Secret Magic, which for some reason I still can't remember, I had to pull it up on Storygraph, is really putting me in the fall mood. I know I briefly talked about it, but essentially the book is about a witch named Hecate who goes by Kate. She's a hedge witch, and in this world, hedge witches are, you know, on the outskirts of the town, but they provide like a lot of healing services and things like that. She lives in a cottage off of the manor of her family, and they are in Ipswich, which is like north of Boston and Salem, and she's part of the Atlantic Key Coven. Oh, hold on. Okay, my phone rang again. So, yeah, she's part of the witch coven that's on like the Atlantic side, and from what we understand, Kate's situation is a little strange because normally people pick their magical affinity, but her mother had picked for her to be a hedge witch and kind of took that choice away from her. So that's always been like a kind of strange thing that happened to Kate. But she's coming up on her 31st birthday, and it is just around Halloween, and Halloween's like the New Year celebration for the covens. And the kind of plot twist on this is Kate kind of gets this vision of one of the coven members who tells her to look for her mother's book because her mother had passed away prior, and that a acquaintance from many moons ago, Matthew, comes knocking at her door, and she's hesitant to put her trust in Matthew. And then on top of this, we're just kind of getting ready for the Samhain or New Year for Halloween, and there is more in the description, but essentially it is very much a cozy fall witchy vibes. Kate, although she's a hedge witch, her mother was a kitchen witch, so there's a lot of talk about like yummy fall foods and yummy fall drinks, and it's just really got me in the mood for some fall things. There are recipes in the back of this book, so once I finish it, and I think I come back from the Jane Austen trip, I think I am going to go ahead and try to make one of those recipes. Maybe two, because she's got a couple of beverage recipes, and then she has a food one, so might like try to make them and see how they taste, which I think would be really fun. But I love that she added that element in because it's such a prominent part of the story. So it's really fun that she actually put those recipes in. So I'm having a really great time. I don't know if I'll finish it today, but I definitely think I will finish it this week. I'm gonna post a video this Sunday. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna start making Wednesdays my posting days, and Sundays will happen if they happen. Because I'm finding posting on Wednesday seems to be easier than posting on Sunday. Hello again. I am back. Had to finish up some things. They are finished. Hooray, 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 hooray. I think we are going to watch Gavin's Fear Street video because I feel like that's very Halloween-y. And we're going to paint. So as a reminder, this is what we're painting. Can you see it? Light is shining too much. Maybe, there we go, well, we're focused. And also, here, let's turn off this light so possibly you can see it better. Ooh. Lovely. Yeah, so I think we're gonna paint this. So I'm gonna clear my desk off, put on the Sphere Street video, and we'll get to painting. Okay, so let's clear this off and we can chat a little bit more. So, yes, we are reading. I am going to be picking out the books that I'm going to be taking with me to our Jane Austen experience that we're going to at the end of the week. So I leave Thursday morning and I come back Monday morning, very early, both very early. So I will probably end up packing sometime soon because I'm going to be a little busy this week doing some makeup for my service since I was gone, and also hopefully some dance classes. I want to get some in this week. So that is our goal, which means probably maybe tomorrow I will be kind of getting packed for the trip overall, because I need to unpack from our previous trip and then pack for this one. So I might be doing some laundry and then going ahead and packing those bad boys up. But today we're going to paint this. And what's exciting is I have a little paint palette now because I'm a professional. I thought it was time to get a paint palette. So I have a little paint palette. This is exciting with these little scrapey things, I guess, to mix my paints if I'm looking for a different flavor of paint. These are the 3 colors that I purchased specifically for this one. I think we discussed it last time, but we've got this like neon green, fluorescent green. We've got this metallic-y purple, and then I have black. Since the cauldron is here, I'm thinking, my thought process here is we do the background, the basic background, this purple, do the Hocus Pocus and the flames theme coming out of here, that green, and then make the cauldron black. And then possibly do the trim here black, and then maybe the purple here again, or the green, I don't know. That's my thoughts. So gonna keep it simple. So I also got new brushes because my brushes were looking a little haggard. A ton of new brushes of all different sizes. So very fun. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll turn this light back on. I'll pull up my boy Gavin here.
Is already. Grammarly now uses
All right.
AI to help.
This is me covering up things that I'm supposed to be covered up. You know. Quick updates, just quick updates for you before I head out, because I'm going to be heading out soon to do some things for my service, but wanted to give you some reading updates. So did make it a little bit further in A Dark and Secret Magic by Wallace Kinney. I am currently on chapter 23, page 234, and a little bit, probably about 75% of the way. And we had some big reveals happen, some betrayals perhaps of sorts. So a little sad with all of that. Curious to seeing how this story is going to wrap up. I'm still having a really great time. And I wanted to show you, so I had mentioned this before, so they have, like I said, she has these recipes in the back because it's a really essential part of the book. And I think we are going to do the, where is it? They have a stove. I think I want to do the pass out pie, which sounds interesting. And then I think for a drink, either do the So Cozy salted caramel hot chocolate or go for more something a little lighter. And there is a tea in here. And the tea is the Ipswich Mist tea right here. So super cute. Really am loving this book. Definitely, I mean, unless something drastic happens in the next 60 pages, definitely gonna be a 5-star for me. Without a doubt, I'm having a great time. It's everything I wanted and more in this kind of book of coziness. I also started an audiobook last night while I was painting. It's a short, quick little one. It's The Ghostly Grounds, Murder and Breakfast, a Canine Casper Cozy Mystery by Sophie Love. And basically it's about this woman whose name is Marie. Her great aunt passes away and she is left this house that she has loved for ever and ever and ever, and wanted to turn it into an Airbnb. According to the synopsis, there's an unexpected death that occurs soon after she acquires this house, and it will have something to do with what ends up happening. Now, this only has a 3.13 rating on here. It looks like most people gave it 3 or 2 stars. It's a simple read. I just picked it up on Hoopla, so, I was just oh, cozy little mystery. That'll be a good little book to listen to. And like it says on Storygraph, it's only 186 pages, so really short. I feel like I can invest a little bit of time in it. But outside of that, I am starting to pick books for the trip, and I definitely think I'm going to be reading library books. So I think I'm going to pick up the Ornithologist Field Guide to Love next, because not only did I finally get this from the library, but I also just acquired the audiobook. So I am gonna pick this one up next. It is a dark academia kind of cozy situation about this woman, Beth, who is on the verge of like capturing this rare bird, but she needs the help of her rival in order to do it. And you know, obviously it's an enemies to lovers. I wouldn't even say enemies, probably just like rivals to lovers. Maybe we should change that trope. Rivals to lovers, dark academia kind of situation. So I've been looking forward to read this. When I saw the audiobook came in on Libby, I felt like that decision was made. But that's my update. I've got to get situated and head out soon. So I'll check in with y'all once I have something else to say. Hello. Happy Tuesday. We are T-minus 2 days before we go to Vermont for our Jane Austen experience. I am so excited, but I am making a little trip to a fun little bookstore here in Houston called Murder by the Book, and apparently it is like devoted to murder mysteries and all that kind of stuff. Now, that is not typically my genre, but I am here for a theme. So I thought I would check it out. We just finished eating lunch. I'm doing like a mini break in between service because I'm doing some extra time. So I went to Tiny Boxwood, which is a restaurant well known in the Houston area. I also picked up some cookies because they are known for their cookies. And now I'm gonna pop into this little bookstore before I head back and get to it. So I thought I'd take you with me. Now, I don't see anything that says I cannot film. So I think I might take my camera because I have my camera today. Decided to take it with me. And I wish I could show you the setup that this is working on my steering wheel right now with my tripod. It's actually fantastic because normally I film on my phone if I'm in my car. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out this little bookshop. Oh my gosh, I forgot the entire reason that I planned on talking to you today. So we finished Dark Magic and why I can't remember this name, I don't know. We'll just put it up here. So we finished this and 5 stars. I flippin' love this book. It was exactly what I wanted when it came to a novel about witches during Halloween. It was cozy. There was a lot of food involved. I showed you some of the recipes on there, I think, if I remember correctly. So we've got different recipes that we want to do, and I liked the way that we wrapped it up. I kind of figured that was how it was gonna wrap up, but I was okay with it. I liked our little ending. You know, we kind of upped the ante a little bit at the end, made it a little less cozy, but overall I would say it was giving exactly what I wanted. Now, I was thinking about this. So I was thinking about this book, The Dark and Secret Magic. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it. I was thinking about this book. Why I don't like Rewitched as much as I like this book. Because I do think there's a lot of things in common with Rewitched and this book's that name I can't remember ever to save my life. There are a lot of things in common with them. We've got, like, I feel like the love interest is kind of similar, but I do think that Matthew is more fleshed out than Rune is in Rewitched. And we have someone who's kind of connecting with their powers. It's different in both of the books, but we still are getting that element. And there's a lot about, like, grief and family and love and all of that good stuff. So there's a lot in common, but for some reason, this book just really did it for me, and Rewitched just really didn't. It might be the vibes, it might be it took so long to get into the story, I don't know. But very, very happy that this gave me all the vibes that I wanted. One day I will remember the title, but luckily, the magic of the internet allows me to put the picture here so you can see it, even if my brain can't remember it. But yes, so we're done with that. I am going to pick up, this book, I think, next, or read something on my Kindle. I'll let you know. I'm gonna be idly sitting, waiting to interact with folks. So maybe I'll start reading when I'm waiting for people. We'll see. But let's go ahead in this bookshop so I don't look like a crazy person anymore. I'll look like a crazy person inside. Yeah. We're back with Little Book Haul. Oh, and there goes my sunglasses. So, got two books. First one's a used one. I love the Veronica Speedball series. If you've been sticking around here, you'll see I've read the first 4 already. And I've been meaning to get back into the series, but my library didn't have all of them at the time. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll get back to it. And then, like, I really want to own them because I love them so very much. So I actually got the first one, A Curious Beginnings, for $7.50 used, in a really great used copy, by the way. I also, because of that, I got a little bookmark. And they have a bunch of people come to sign, and the lovely person at the register was telling me that Diana Raybourn should be here in March or April for her new book coming out in a different series. So I definitely want to come by for that. But it was a super cute shop. They had all of the Veronica Speedwell, so I got the 5th book, which is where I would have been picking up. So I picked that one up. There were some other books I was interested in. I saw there was one that called, like, The Wedding Witch. And it's a Christmas Yuletide theme, so I thought that would be a fun one to snag for the holiday season coming up. I was gonna purchase it, but I saw my library has both the digital copy and the audiobook, so I think I'm gonna do that instead, because I was a little iffy of whether or not this would be a book I actually wanted to purchase. So those are the purchases we made. I need to get back to it. I'll probably check with you tomorrow, or tomorrow tonight when we get home, let you know which books I decided to read next. We're home after a long day, and I am about to get packing for my Jane Austen trip, but that is gonna be a separate vlog. So we're gonna wrap this one up here, this reading vlog up, where we've read a total of one book over the course of a week, but that's okay. It was some busy times, we had some fun times. I did want to mention, because I took a video clip of it, but where'd the book go? And I also need to find the dust jacket. Full 8. Dust jacket, okay. Okay, that's better. The lighting's better. Yeah, so the only book we read in this reading vlog was A Dark and Secret Magic, but I would say it's a win since this may be our favorite cozy fantasy of the year. We've read quite a few at this point, but found out that Wallace Kinney, the author of this book, this debut author, is also a YouTuber herself. I've never watched any of her channel before, but I'll definitely check her out. I'll also put her information in the description box. Oh my gosh, and she lives in Dallas, Texas. Heck, we were like in the same town when she was writing this book. So, oh. Yeah, she lives in Dallas, Texas, and in her free time, she enjoys playing Dungeons and Dragons and making videos on YouTube that document her writing process. So I thought that was a fun little note here to tell you about. So, hi Wallace, if you see this, I loved your book. I can't wait for your next one. This was the exact book that I wanted here for spooky season, so thank you so much. And I cannot wait to try the recipes in this book. So that is our update. Oh, speaking of which, I did get a new beer to try. It is a a blood orange double IPA, and it's good. I don't have the can with me, but it's a cute one. It's very cute. You're lopsided. It's very cute. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. It's very, the can's very cute, very Halloween-esque. And yeah, it's a tasty beer. I'm enjoying it. But as I said, I'm about to get started with packing for our Jane Austen trip, and then it's going to be a little mini vlog before we vlog the actual trip. So I'm going to hop into that. So I wanted to go ahead and sign off in this video and say thank you so much for watching. If you have a cozy, witchy, fantasy book that you think I should read, let me know. Or if you follow Wallace or have read A Dark and Secret Magic, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Leave a pumpkin, you know, because this cover is spectacular. Everything we wanted in a Halloween themed book with witches. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you feel like sticking around, I'd love for you to subscribe. I upload, well, pause here. So I think I mentioned it in another clip, but I'm thinking of doing my uploads on, instead of doing them always on Sundays, of doing them primarily on Wednesdays and then Sundays for extra videos. Because I'm just finding that editing schedule is working better for me in my life. So expect your regular videos on Wednesdays, and any extra videos will come out on Sunday mornings. And until our next one, I hope you read a good book, I hope you find some joy, and most importantly, I hope you do something to make the world a better place. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!